evening, book friends. It is early and it's a work day, but I thought I'd get this video started. I don't know, just because I felt like it. So I have no idea what this video is going to be about. I just figured I'd pull you guys out and obviously talk about books. I just finished The Reformatory yesterday, and if you follow me on Goodreads, you saw my review. Y'all, I have never, I don't think, read a book like that. Like, I've read a lot of books that were suspenseful, or that grabbed me from the beginning, or books that I didn't want to put down. But it was something about that one. First off, I'm gonna learn how to say that author's name. That is my goal for today. I'm gonna do some research and figure out how to say it, so by the time I wrap this video up, I don't know how to say her name. But anywho, I've never been immersed in a story like that. Like, the suspense had me hooked to the point, like, I couldn't put it down. I like to read everything, obviously, but those type of books, those are the books that say, this is why I read. This is why I enjoy reading so much, because that story, y'all, I still don't have words. Like, I just don't have words. That was y'all, it's 37 degrees right now. Fall wear. So I love that book. And after reading that book and the feeling that I have after reading that book, it made me go on my Goodreads. And I'm like, let me see what books I've rated 5 stars. I mean, obviously I know a few off the top of my head, but it's November now. I don't remember what I gave a 5-star technically in January, but I went through all my books on Goodreads to see, like, well, what did I give 5 stars? And you know what, y'all? I read a lot of romance and I read thrillers. But what I've given 5 stars this year primarily has all been historical fiction. And I'm like, am I a historical fiction girl now? I guess it just depends on the content, what era we're set in. Or is it like just dual timelines, like a back and forth? I really don't know. That requires more research. But I've come to the conclusion that, to me, a 5-star read is a read that makes me feel things. You know what I mean? Like, makes me feel happy, makes me feel drained, or makes me feel just like love, like, for those characters, like the ones you can either relate to, or the ones you feel for, or the ones that you're rooting for. I don't know, because you can read books and you like the characters and it's like, okay, but then, like, in a week you may forget the story. You know how it goes. Like, when I do a wrap up, half the time I can't even remember the characters' names. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, after you've read so many books, you start to forget. But to me, those 5-star reads, I don't forget. I'll never forget Caprice in Fast. I'll never forget, Vivian in The Nightingale. I'll never forget Phoebe in Yellow Wife. I'll never forget Gloria and Robert, in The Reformatory. It's just certain ones that stick out to you. And I just love that. I love that. But wrapping that up, so I read The Reformatory, obviously 5 stars. I wish I could give it more. We need to start making like a 1 to 100 reading scale. But so now, after that heavier read, I think I'm gonna start something funny, funny-ish. I don't know how funny it's gonna be, but The Bodyguard had a couple chuckles in there, so I'm thinking maybe that's how she gets down. So I'm probably gonna do Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. That's my book for the day. So I'll probably just start that on my break today. Probably just get like a half-hour reading done. I'm off for like the next 3 days or so. So I'll probably get through that book probably pretty quick. Probably tomorrow, because y'all, I plan on doing absolutely nothing but reading tomorrow. So maybe I'll pull you guys back out when I'm doing something bookish, or if I'm, reading Hello Strangers, kind of update you on, how that book is. All right, y'all. I'm going in. So I'll see you guys when I get off of work or tomorrow. days later. Yesterday, I did exactly what I said I was going to do: sit, read, and sleep. The last 2 days of work kicked my butt, so I decided I was going to do absolutely nothing. And that's what I did. So I did not pick up this camera. I didn't pick up anything because I was exhausted. I had a chill day, and it looks like it's going to be another chill day because it is so dark and rainy. It's just a definite fall cozy day. So I am reading Catherine Center, Hello Stranger. It's cute so far. Like I said, after the reformatory, I needed something like rom-commy, something funny and light, nothing too heavy. And Catherine Center books, she doesn't. Did I read an article? I saw like a TikTok on her. I don't know. But Catherine Center, she doesn't write spice. So if you're one of these girlies that don't like spice, you don't like, any kind of, of that in your books, Catherine Center's a good author for you. It's still like romance, rom-commy, but like no spice at all closed doors. Allegedly. I've only read The Bodyguard and I'm reading this, but from her TikTok, she said the question she's always being asked is like, why don't you have spice in your books? And I guess she said her husband is a middle grade teacher and they're always wondering like, well, what does your wife write? What does your wife write? What kind of stuff? And I guess so it won't be like, I guess, an embarrassment on him. She writes books with no spice. So I just found out that little tidbit probably like a week ago. So thought I'd share. Anywho, so I'm like at about around the 200 page mark, and it's only like 300 some pages in the book. So I'm definitely going to finish this today. It is really cute so far. It's kind of getting at a slow part, but anyway, so I think the way I described this book before was that she's going to be between two guys. It's like kind of love triangle, but not really. So once you read it, you'll get it. But this follows Sadie. Sadie is a starving artist, and she gets selected to be in this big competition. She beat out a bunch of people to be in this competition. She does self-portraits of, people. So doesn't have a very good relationship with her father. Her mother has passed away, and she's got an evil stepmother and stepsister. They're out to get her all the time. They're so rude. They're so mean. I hate them, actually. She ends up having a freak seizure, and she gets this condition that it requires brain surgery. The brain surgery is what leaves her with the face blindness. And she's in the middle of this competition. She's meeting all these people. She has no idea who they are because she can't make out their faces. It teaches you a lot about face blindness. So if you're not really savvy on medical stuff and I didn't even know what face blindness really was and how you got it, and how people see with face blindness, because it's kind of hard to digest. It's okay, so you mean to tell me you can see their shoes, their shirt, you can see cars and trees and everything else, but when you actually look at someone's face, you can't see their face? That just seemed like a weird diagnosis to me. So in here they explain a lot of it. It's two different kinds, but anyway, because she has this face blindness, she can't see these people, and she's got this big competition. She's been waiting to get her big break because she's, like I said, a starving artist, and now she can't see. So it's her struggle is, how am I going to make this art? I've worked so hard to get in this competition. She meets this guy. She meets two guys, actually. So one guy you kind of see a lot, and then one is kind of I don't know, because I'm still trying to read it. So I think I don't know where he's going to pop back up, because I only have maybe 100 and some pages left of this book. So I don't know where he's going to show up from or what's going to happen with him. But like I said, it's just a really cute, light, fluffy read. So I'm going to sit here and read this for a little bit. And when I finish it, I'll be back with my thoughts. just finished this. I will say this. It was a good read. Will I recommend it? Yes, I will. But y'all, I had to knock a star off. I had to knock a star off because of the plot twist. I didn't like it. I did not like that at all. And earlier in the story, I felt like that was where it was gonna go. But I was like, they won't do that. They did that. And I was not a fan. So a star got knocked off for that because it was kind of silly. It was stupid. I didn't like it. I felt like the thought process behind it and the idea of it was cute, but no, I didn't like it. It didn't work. It just didn't work for me. But will I still recommend this book? Yes, it was very cute. I just don't like how it ended, but definitely knocked a star off. But it was just what I needed at the time, and I had a good time with it. I really did have a good time with it. It wasn't a very long read at all, like 320 some pages. I think I started this, what, 2 days ago? Yeah, I started it at work, but I didn't read a lot at work. I only read like, maybe like the first 3 chapters or something, because they're not really long chapters either. But I'm really not sure what my next read is going to be. I still have 3 more books left from my TBR jar. And Colliding with Fate, A.E. Valdez, The Women, Kristen Hanna, and Love Radio. I can't remember the author's name for that, but Love Radio. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up. Since I read a little cutesy one now, I don't know if I want something a little more serious like Colliding with Fate, or something like really serious like The Women. I know it's not going to be Love Radio right now because I just kind of read a cutesy one. So stay tuned on Goodreads to see what my next read will be. It won't be tonight. I think I'm going to take a day off, the night off. Got to go do some adult chores, cook dinner and all that good stuff. So I guess we'll conclude the video here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, being real lazy, and just sitting here reading a book for the day. So thanks for spending the day with me. Also, I want to say a big thank you because I hit 2,000 subscribers this morning, actually. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Thank you for anybody who wants to listen to what I'm saying. And I just talk about books and that's it. And I thank you guys for showing up every time I post a video, every time I post a short, anytime I have a post that I put, I appreciate you guys, and stay tuned for more. I will see y'all on the next one.